Always lots to discuss with Maple Leafs General Manager Dave Nonis alongside John Shannon and Damian Cox. Plenty to get to, Dave. Let's begin with the trade. Defenseman for defenseman. Out is Carl Gunnarsson. Roman Polak comes in from the St. Louis Blues. Did this address a specific need, or from your point of view, why does this make sense for your team?
Yeah, it changes the look of our back end for sure. The strength of our D right now is on the left side. Carl is one of 3 or 4 players that play a similar style, have similar attributes. On the right side, we're lacking a little bit in depth. And then with a player like Roman, who adds a little bit of bite, good penalty killer, hard to play against. So for us, it was trading some strength for an area of weakness. And Gunner's been a great player for us. He fits very well with Dion. He's been a guy that has probably fit the best. But it's time for us to give some of the other players an opportunity to move up the lineup as well.
Did you come to Philadelphia hoping to do a little bit more to change your team?
A little bit, but I wasn't surprised that it was difficult to do. There wasn't a lot of movement anywhere in the last 48 hours. I mean, there's a couple of big guys that moved, one in particular, but there wasn't a lot of trades. It's with the cap, being yes, it's going up, but it's maybe not as high as people were anticipating. That's stifled things a little bit. We would like to maybe do a few more things. I still think there's some stuff on the table for us that we will look at between now and free agency. So I wouldn't say that some of the seeds that we planted over the last couple of days, they may still come to fruition.
With the kids you drafted in Philadelphia over the last couple of days, when will Leaf fans see a mark of those guys on the roster?
Well, realistically, Nylander could play next year. I think it's still a long shot, but it could happen. I would think that the year after he's kicking hard at a spot. The rest of the players we drafted are probably longer term, 3-4 years, which is a normal timeline for kids drafted. Some of them might surprise and move a little quicker, but you have a couple that are going to U.S. college. They're going to spend some time, and then Valiev, I think, is a chance to step into the American League in a year, and then his progression will depend on strength and how he moves up the lineup.
Where is Nylander contractually in the Swedish league, and if he doesn't make the Leafs, where would he play? Yeah,
right now he does not have a contract with anyone in Sweden. That's something we'll look at. We want to see how he does in camp. We want to see how he does in prospect camp. He's open to anything. His options are really wide open, which is great for us. He could play in the CHL if he was selected there. He could go back and play in the Swedish Elite League, and he could play for us or the Marlies. So he's got a lot of opportunity.
The cap at 69. How busy will you be Tuesday?
We'll be busy. Whether we get anything to happen, I don't know. We talked to 7 or 8 people. We'll look to have a few either in or have long conversations via phone on the first, and then we'll see if there's something there that makes sense. We have opportunities with the cap at 69. We don't have everything committed. We have a lot of room there if we want to spend it, whether it's in free agency or player acquisitions from other teams, and we'll look at all those options.
Surprised, disappointed, maybe both? You saw the number end up being 69 for the upper limit?
Yeah, for us, it doesn't hurt us yet. Yes, we'd like it as high as possible because we have the ability to use those assets, but we're not committed to a player payroll right now that's at 69. Some of the teams that are close to it already, I think, looked at that and maybe had a little more difficult time or a tougher night's sleep, but we're nowhere near it right now. It's how we're going to allocate the money to get to it.
Appreciate this. Good luck on Tuesday.
Okay, thanks very much.
Dave Nonis, General Manager, Toronto Maple Leafs.